Hey, would you look at that? We queued up with the exact same deck. 3 days later. Yeah, it's 3 days. And we got the exact same opponent. Um, yeah, we're playing the Baltic deck again because last time was pretty short, and I felt bad playing the deck only for like 10 minutes when they gave me the hard-earned money to play this deck. So yeah, I still think that the one big change I would do is add a second card of Erikoi. But the rest is fine. Okay, if you're playing against Entente again, I think we should be fine. We have pretty good like close quarter setup with bunch of Panzerjäger, that helps a lot. And Will is just very good here too. So do we? Yeah. First of also pushing this from this side is or like either side honestly is quite nice. Actually, put them in a 2-stack. Let's get an E290 in case they get like an Mi-17. Let's get it here, and from here it should definitely be able to support against helicopters without being too much peril from the opponent's ground units. Like for the opening alone, I need at least 3 Erikoi, no, pretty much no matter the map. I don't think I want to start with the super heavy. Let's get some M1s. Get some Panzerjäger. Some spam, a mortar. For the right, let's definitely get one of you. Some of you and 4 up here. Another Panzeri. No Recon Healer. Do I start with the Salamandra? I don't want to. Plus, they do run Prachkas, which can one-shot me. One more thing why the Salamandra can be a bit spicy. Only 6 HP is dangerous. Alright, I'm ready. When they opened last time, they had 2 M84As, reservists, and base proletariat in the BVP. Should be fine. Spike still lots of damage to the M84s. It can't quite double tap them, but it should be 3.5 damage that they do deal. If I'm not mistaken, 6 AP difference? No, it's 4 damage. Should be 4 damage. I think up until the 10 AP difference, it's the same as heat, which is AP minus armor divided by 2 and then plus 1. And then from 11 AP onwards, you just get a straight up plus 1 damage to the damage that you deal. My mouse is kind of acting up here. Or maybe it's my... Oh, why are you driving like this? It's not what I want you to do. Oh my god, this XA is kind of trolling, whatever. It's not as important. Place it there. Just don't smoke just yet. We shouldn't need it at this stage, and we don't want to give away anything. M41 okay, that's Gandhi or Landshut. Elite or veteran Jupiter means Jäger, the recon squad. Okay, that's Gandhi. That's why are you driving there? I mean, honestly, I guess I am actually kind of happy that you are there, but that's not where I wanted you to be originally. Okay, actually, you can stay there. So you load back in here. You unload back in here. Careful. Oh, you're not on attack mode. That is quite lucky by me that I survived or didn't get hit by anything. My mouse is acting up. Holy, that's annoying. 9! Get a Salmantra. What? How did you... What? Ah, that is how. Okay. Hold on there. Unlike other games, I can't just pause the game. Okay. I think it's kind of going normal again. Oh! No, Salamandra, my goat. I'll never shit talk you again. You try to get out of there, you're low HP. Oh, that's very dangerous of you. With that 103D. Very dangerous. Get a supply truck going. Is it dead? It did get sideshot, yep. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Maybe he didn't expect it there? Or maybe he thought it wouldn't be a sideshot? Oh, okay, probably because of those file scam Jäger. Yep. Let's be very greedy, turn around and fast move down there to catch that automatic with hopefully... Okay, I was about to say, hopefully without getting rear shot. Nice. Oh, that's a scout defender. That is not very nice. Oh, here's one problem. I like the air tab, but to be fair, it's kind of a... Actually, I think we can probably get away with just doing it like that. Kind of a Baltic Front air tab issue across the board. They don't have that great healer hunters, though. That's kind of what the Hawk also does, the bomber, right? Usually it shouldn't be an issue. Did you fire? You didn't fire. You're probably not spotted then. Good optics. Don't have an easy time spotting CVs, infantry CVs in towns. Okay. Get you back as well. The fact that these guys are still 9 HP is kind of miraculous, but M1 Wilkes and the Salamander really helped a lot there. Get another spike. Spikes are so good, man. So good. They're consistent and they have fast travel time. Such a good ATGM. But I don't think well, let me put it this way. I think I'm preaching to the choir here. I don't think anyone really is of the opposite opinion. So that is like one of the coldest war game takes, if I had to guess. But sometimes you just gotta point it out again, because depending on what decks you're used to, it's not normal that your ATGMs consistently hit. Looking at you, Milan squads. You're spotted from the Jäger. Actually, we should be able to spot the Jäger outside of its MG range and literally just snipe it down. Wait, did you just get shot at? Did you just get shot at by something? I mean, you didn't take any damage, but it looked like it. Please get into the bush. Ooh, CV90, man. There's the Jäger squad. Okay, you can go in there. Place spikes also just very good against Gandhi in general, because with the exception of the SCRV 1-1, anything takes like significant damage. Like the highest armor they have is 15. Besides the 1-to-1, right? And that is... I mean, okay, 15 armor on the 103D for, what is it, 90 points is fine. But in general, none of the tanks have particularly great armor values for their cost. Let's try to get through this forest here. They're... Could this be mech? No, it's not mech. They had XA180s. It should be standard. Yeah, this is just unspec. Just an unspec deck. Is that a beacon? Oh. Oh, is he going for a fob? Okay. Fair enough. That's what the Caillou spotted. Ooh, I could also just go for a Wargame. Honestly, I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna wait until the second salvo, because he might literally just fire it right now, because it's where it like spawned in from. After it relocates, after that it might relocate to like where the fob is, and if the fob isn't there... Oops, I didn't mean to attack move you. Then, yeah. Oh, you know what? And by the time it fires the second salvo, I might have the points for the double again. It's not what you should do, but I feel like we have a decent advantage in this game that we could gamble and try to snipe the beacon that way, and then for one it would save our fob. Oh my god, that one salvo! Jesus Christ! Never mind. I think I forgot how ridiculously high the damage output is on that thing. Honestly, let's just get like a mod or something. Like another one Wilk here. Some charioteers. What are you? Oh, that's a CV. That's an infantry CV right there. This is where not having a bomber can be annoying, because that would be like an easy snipe. And since most decks run the Jurgen and not the Telak 91, is it a 91? The howitzer, which is basically a mister. You tend to not have the indirect fire either available to you. Let's place you like here. I think you should, yeah. Move a bit to the side and you can basically cover that. Yeah, our fob is dead. Okay, now what we have to watch out for here is that we're gonna keep moving with these guys. Because if we stand still for too long, that beacon will just wreck us. Yeah, see what I mean? Jesus Christ. Fortunately, they're elite, and even like high veterancy, and they're upvetted. And veterancy is basically, that's from the CV, what determines how long you stay stunned. That's, after accuracy, probably the biggest and honestly only relevant thing that is affected by veterancy. You want this to be a bit cheeky. Already dead, you can stop. Ay, that hurt. That was just one shot. It wasn't 100% on target, but close enough. It plays you like here. And you have like a good look. Actually, I should leave you in cover. You're gonna get repaired up. You can move there. Now you can go and repair those Raniko. Actually, just leave you split up. We should win this. But let's help out. They deal more suppression than I do. Oh, never mind. Now they're dead. They only have... No, they had 2 armor, right? But elite KPVT at that range against a little bit of armor. Okay, that's not a CV. Again, we have... That is... Yeah, we don't really have good sniping capabilities for this deck. Actually, that's not an... Let's put you here. It's a little bit less obvious, but not the greatest of positions to be in. I wanted Link's dead. Me after I got attacked by a wildcat. Where are you gonna go? Ooh, he might have spotted those SA-150s. Or might have just guessed that I'm repairing back there. They're almost empty anyways, so if they die, it's whatever. It's not like I have a fob. Oh, that thing's still alive, huh? Yeah, I didn't kill it. Only lost line of sight. Get like a mod. Actually, I don't want to push down here with a mod. He has RBS 56 there. Let's just get more and go through this forest there. Nice. Now you moved, you might get beaconed. It's a very slow game right now, but soon he'll be the one who needs to push. You know, oh, it could be... I'm gonna see if I can actually snipe it with the Salamander. There's a chance that I can spot this without getting shot at by anything. Admittedly, I don't think the chances are too high, but they're not nil. Punch you up. It's a 103. That's multiple shock squads. You should just run around them. You place you like there, between the buildings. But start spamming some mortars. That's a hawk. There it is. And stunned by the rocket pods. Nice. Still going for the farm. And now he's moved. Oh no, I put my CV in here. Okay, that's a lot of stuff there. I actually I got fucked by CV90s and RXs. Yeah, that makes sense. You should be fine. Honestly, move the charioteers over here, depending on what he's trying to do there. They can give good fire support. And just place a KT here. Maybe I should try to have these get spotted and attack with them first, so he thinks those are the two from earlier, and he's not expecting them in the back here. Yeah, I do like double ASFs because I'm a certified airplane hater, and ASFs tend to be relatively consistent at dealing with airplanes. Well, planes. I don't know why I said airplanes. I want to snipe you. Go on, get in range. You're gonna have really good DPS. Careful. Rip my recon. Kill this. Oh, I hit it actually. Wow, look at that. Okay, now we try to move in there. Those are just lines. They're not gonna stop us. There's my mortar spam. I want to spread him out because there's a good chance once he sees that I'm mortar spamming, he's gonna try to counter battery them. And if they're bunched up, a single beacon salvo is gonna kill all three of them. Get in there, Lewis! I believe in you! Oh, he killed his own CP. Honestly, I mean, good enough. That was funny though. Look, yeah, that's exactly. Oh, and 10 extra points. I guess it. Oh yeah, it's a Dragona. Dragona and CV had 110 extra losses that he. Yeah, honestly, elites. When your deck doesn't bring their own elites, it can be really annoying on this map to deal with because they're so fast and 1-on-1 or 2-on-2. Surely the BPMB aim outside the town block will blow up the town block and not the. Or the bomb out. Surely. I mean, I think hell is fine. I think the problem is just that it tends to, depending on what the matchup is, be pretty one-sided. Although honestly, Gambly is by no means bad on this map. I think when you just don't have elites, you have to play a certain way, especially once you know what's going on, right? That position just wasn't very good because what happened just now, right? A single line infantry squad isn't gonna save you most of the time. Sure, fair enough. If the bomb spread hasn't been that unlucky, it could have gone completely different. But at the same time, place your CV somewhere else in the town, in the forward town blocks, and have like a Fennec 20mm hover over the lake behind, and then that can give really good fire support. And there's a bigger gap between the town and the forest, right? Like, yes, you can get bullshit that a lot by this game. And that the game just is full of RNG, just, literally everything, or almost everything has accuracy values, right? But it's always about like mitigating the RNG, right? Or mitigating bad outcomes. Yes, you can get lucky and, your horrible stabilizer tank will hit, but you want to try to maximize the chances, and thus at some point you're going to attack before. When it's reloading, you can still move forward to close the distance, but when it's about to fire, you stopped. It's got a static accuracy value, right? And that is how you mitigate chances like that. And yeah. Oh, I killed both. I killed 2 103Ds there, huh? Did not notice that. Or technically, this one could have been later, but it was probably from the opener. I still can't believe that my M1 Wilkes and the BMP ones moved me the wrong way. Actually, kind of ended up being good for me. Although I'm pretty sure, given how long it took for stuff to come up here, probably didn't matter. Salamandra kill was very cheeky. But this is just something you have to be very careful about on this map. It's so easy to spot CVs, like before they're there, right? I spotted the links, so I knew what to do. I spotted the STR V90, I knew what to do. if the infantry CV had been in a ground transport, I would have spotted it. I might have still tried to go for that play, right? Don't get me wrong, but maybe I wouldn't have. That is why these days I tend to prefer like 10-point APCs, like wheeled APCs if they're available. I don't like 5-point trucks, but something like an XA180 is honestly what I prefer these days. It's usually safer. Yes, you lose out on speed. And if you're playing on a map with a second spawn, especially in a team game or something, that speed can be very helpful. And I think for 1v1 ranked, I do prefer like a wheel transport. But there will be games where you're gonna get screwed over by your CV being in a helicopter, and there will probably also be games where you are gonna end up being screwed over because in a wheeled vehicle. It's just how it is. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Hey, I'm a Major General now. But yeah, not having the Hawk kind of, well, it didn't screw me over, but I would have liked to have the Hawk there. I really would like to know what AI he had other than the, I presume, EOD's Hawk that he got. It could have been a Noah. I think if you're not going EOD's Hawk, you should go for the Noah. Or the 40-point Hawk. 40-point Hawk spam is really funny. I'm not entirely sure at how effective it is, but it's very funny. What also helps is 23 AP, double taps, 15 armor, just enough. So having Apilas out of my butthole is very useful here. And yeah, this is why he went, huh? Because these Falskindere were there with the idea also to like protect the flank of the 1-3s, and then his own smoke just really fucked him up. Although he kind of, well, he did spot them, right? They did fire a bit. Did I already miss one of them dying? Must have been this guy then, yeah. He double tapped it. Okay, yeah, okay, that is really... Oof. I can see that being annoying. Yeah, I spotted that. But, I mean, this is one of the reasons why these days... Wait, he had 1-1? Was he just sitting here in mid? Any other AA? Does look like it, not yet at least. You don't see man pads very often in unspec of Scandi. The chances are yes, automatic and hogs and probably the LVKV. Yeah, this is why I did want a higher position there. Just bought it and then he moved it. Although this map against helicopter spam, depending on what your situation is, you can get away with very little AA. On the other hand, it kind of works both ways, right? You can like block line of sight relatively easily, but on the other hand, it also very much limits your angles you have on helicopters, right? And the ranges. You're also very often gonna be in range of the helicopter you're shooting at, like in these areas. So, but I mean, against me, you can get away with it because I don't buy a lot of helicopters. There's an automatic. Upwetted. Yeah, just 1-1 sitting there. That is the RBS 56. This is why, when I considered buying a mod, maybe pushing there, I just didn't feel like it. I was just about to try to be cheeky with this. It wouldn't have worked out looking at this stuff. Even if I got the Yakari in there, chances are they're just gonna not hit anything. But it was actually very fortunate that I got this here. Slowed him down. It gave me a heads up. Then it's honestly sometimes all you can ask for. I wish the replay system worked so you could actually see the exact orders. I want to know where he fire positioned. Probably like somewhere there, but seconds before a disaster. Yep. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks though. There's a new CV, but Where was the old one? There? Is that where it was? Oh, that's the TGB was, I think it was back there, right? Somewhere here? Hello? Sometimes finding wrecks in these things can be difficult. This looks like impact from the rocket pods. Whatever. Good game. Good game. I mean, scan Baltic front is strong. I still think you really want the second card of Erikoi. You're a fool to skip that. So if I were to adjust this deck, right? I would honestly just replace these with this, right? He did say he used them also as base defense, but I think if you want base defense, well, you have these, which are okay. I much prefer them as offensive fire support. I'm not entirely convinced to how good they are as base defense, I'll be honest. I think their main advantage is the ground range stuff, because they're very good at stunning and have lots of AoE. Against helicopters and I guess against vehicles they're okay with 5 armor, but I think they're okay, but nothing too crazy in my opinion. If you want base defense against helicopters, honestly what you can do in Baltic is get away with this air tab and run 2 cards of Erikoi. I think you can definitely get away with it, especially when you run 2 cards of ASFs. It can come to bite you back in the butt though, I'm not gonna deny that, but it's worth considering. You could honestly, personally, but probably cut it 40 for 1 versus 1s. Depending, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of the stuff depends on your playstyle, right? But with Baltic Front, you have so many uphealers, and most importantly, you have the Spike. You have lots of stuff against medium tanks. So 3 mods should be enough that you shouldn't need 2 additional 20s. Plus, whenever you can't afford a 20, probably gonna go ahead and skip to the mod, which 5 points is a ridiculous upgrade. Right? I think you could also, I wouldn't recommend necessarily, but you could also skip the chariot here, because again, the set here kind of fills the same role, right? It is very good offensive ground-based fire support. You're gonna like autonomy and a bit of range, but you're gonna be very strong against infantry. You're gonna be so good at stunning, and you're also 5 points more expensive. But honestly, you could also replace the 40, if you keep this in. And then with the 1 AP you had left over anyway, you can still put in like a Never or something, which is by no means bad, right? This is a spicy air setup. I think it's an idea you always want, but because it has more range against planes than normal Crotal, it is also surprisingly effective against them, comparatively. You could also replace this with a Telak 91. And you could also maybe see if you could, if you want, get a 4th plane in, but that's pricey. Personally, I'm probably a non-FOB player when it comes to Baltic, but I'm just a FOB hater in general. So yeah, you could honestly probably do something like this. What do I still have like Baltic front deck of my own here? This should be it, or this, one of these two, I don't know. I named them for like tournaments and such when like one of the tournaments you could send like 3 variants of the deck. So what do I have here? I've never Ito. I don't even have, yeah, because I run 2 KTs, I just use KTs as base defense. Yep. That's what I do. I have a FOB in here. I run the Jurgen. I still have the M2 will here. This is how you know it's relatively old. Instead of the T72S, and just 1 ASF and the Hawk. This is just very basic. I think it's like one of the most basic ways to play this deck. Also decent in a BTR 60. Honestly, BMP1 is probably better, because for wheel you have these, you have KTs in general, and you sort of Erikoi. So BMP1 is probably actually the better option. Yeah, that's a good point. And whether you're on the Musti or not is, I think for 5 points it's worth it, but it's also not a big deal. The Musti is still amphibious, so you don't lose that. It was more like you lost amphibiousness in one of these, but you don't. Well, time to do the wargames. If I can find the corresponding scene, that's it. Wait, is that correct? No, I need to use... No, that is correct, right? We have the first today. Well, for me, it's the first. We got ourselves a tank that is not in mech or armor, presumably mech. So it's likely a super heavy. That is quite fast. That screams V-Horde to me. TADUM is also really fast, but it has a third weapon. V-Horde should be medium, good autonomy. I think it has to be this, yeah. And Leclerc would be 75 kmh, so it should show the speed as yellow. Plus, we know it's not in a West German coalition. We got ourselves what looks like a vehicle in the same price range, and mech and armored. Be an anti-air piece, like a basic book. Book is, I think it's 70. Oh, I'm on a roll. Can we go? I don't think we're gonna be able to do 3 for 3, but it would be sick. So MG in slot 2, but not a gun in slot 1. It's new-ish. It's cheaper. K200. Oh, it's South Korea though. It is South Korea. This is like a mortar. Mortar instead of bad optics though. Oh, it might have bad optics. Oh, I was looking at the optics. This thing. Okay, we're close though. We're close. We got it in 2. Okay, command stealth amphibious. Oh, old. Weapon 2-8. What the heck is this, man? I have no idea what weapon this is. Jesus. Commands. Let's go for the SPW 50PU. Panzerbill? Ah, I should have gone for the Mitsubishi. Let's go for the Buffalo. Oh no. Command weapon 2. Let's go for T55. PT76 with the Dishka in its name. Oh, I have a sneeze coming. Hold on. Or do I? I mean, maybe I should have used the PT7. Do I have another PT76? Not PZ, PT76. Not sure if any. I don't know if any of you actually have the Dishka. Command in this price range. That would be. Aren't you 140? Oh, shoot. We should have gone for the BMP2. Stealth. Greater than poor. Amphibious at this price. Well, now we can use the BMP2 CV, I guess. Oh, this one. Well, it's not PT76, but. Oh, it's the. Okay, that's that thing. Alright. Isvidyach also has it. I wasn't sure if it has Dishko or a different MG. Man. Hello? Okay, there we go. That's a very big range. Price, strength. Go to our type 6. What is the type 67 again? Is it a North Korean MG? Might be the North Korean MG. The one on the Bo Chung-Soo. Range launcher, that's the Scratch gun or the Euro or whatever. Check Bo Chung-Soo. Nope. Shoot. Weapon 3. Weapon 3. Oh, that's just like an AH-1T. And this is like a super cobra. Is it within one word? It is. Weapon 1 grenade launcher. Let's think about this for a second. Humvee has too much AP to plum, yeah. And let's go Hypnerit. And here we go with for the other Hypnerit. And here we go for the Ural. Oh, it's a Chinese MG. What is this one called? Type 73. Gosh darn it. Price optics year. Amphibious, anti-air missile, or anti-radar. Anti-air missile or anti-radar and this old. This thing nice. Okay. Amphibious at this price range. W50, that's exactly 100 points. Anti-air missile or anti-radar in slot 1. R25 PDs. How expensive is the Wild Weasel? Exactly 100, yeah. Landshot, it's rare that I can use a base Leopard 2 here. Exceptional optics, Razit. Exceptional optics, MiG-31. Yeah, one of those has a gun, so you have to be careful. Exceptional optics, Landshot. Amphibious and old. Oh, we learned this just now, didn't we? Very old in Landshot. Ooh. Centurion, maybe. M41? Nice. The Hawk is this old? Oh, the Moserkris. Ooh, right. 100 Ds from 1956? No way. Voodoo also wouldn't find here. Alright, at least you got a 9 out of 9 here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.